Clemente. As many of you know, he's one of the best baseball players to ever play the game. He was a Hispanic ball player who played for the Major League Pittsburgh Pirates during the 60s and 70s. He became a fan favorite instantly, not only because he was a superstar on the field, but off the field he was involved in his community. According to many ESPN writers, no ball player had talent like his. Though he was so unorthodox, scouts didn't like him. That is, until Pittsburgh Pirates scout saw him play when he was 18. Though, two things that many people do not know about Clemente was one, that he served the United States Marine Corps, and two, that he gave so much to charity, it ultimately led to his death. Roberto Clemente deserves to be honored and go down in history, not only as one of the best baseball players to ever live, but more importantly, because he was such a good person. Roberto Clemente was born on August 18, 1934, in Carolina, Puerto Rico. This is where he learned to play the game before he left for America to become one of the best baseball players to ever live. There, he was drafted first overall by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 1954 draft. He became a star instantly. Though, instead of playing baseball during the winter in Puerto Rico, he enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. This is where he served overseas, but mostly in Latin America, where he saw others who had it much worse than he did growing up. Since there was no major conflict during the time that he served, as all the time that he could get to deal with the townspeople and help them out, he would. Though he saw no horrors of war, he saw the impoverished children, which he did not like. This is where his journey to becoming one of the most charitable baseball players to ever live began. It is often said that during spring training and exhibition games, Roberto Clemente would pay for poor children's tickets so they could watch a Major League Baseball game. And then after the game, he would sit around, talk to them, take pictures, even give them a free bat, baseball, and glove. After 6 years of being in the military, Roberto Clemente decided to retire. This is when, during the off-season, he would travel around Latin America to very poor countries and bring the game of baseball to them. Make them happy and see the smile on their faces really lit his face up, really lit his day up. Though, in December 1972, a horrible disaster happened. Nicaragua received a disastrous earthquake. Roberto Clemente decided to join the 4th Relief. He loaded up the cargo plane and was on his way. This is when, unfortunately, his plane crashed. All passengers, including Roberto Clemente, died. Roberto Clemente, during his time, was a very important role model, and such that he was a Major League Baseball player made him that much more respected. Today, his wife Vera keeps the Clemente Foundation still intact, which helps countries that receive disastrous effects, gives money to them, and helps them come out. 1 year after his death, Major League Baseball instituted the Roberto Clemente Award, which is given to the baseball player who helps out his community the most. Also, 1 year after his death, the National Baseball Writers Association inducted him to the Hall of Fame. Not only was Roberto Clemente one of the best baseball players to ever live, but more importantly, he was one of the best persons to ever live.